2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the day. We are nearly ready.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, ZA. Thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Yep, that one goes. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Trae Young. Covington finds Lillard. Atlanta with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the shot is good.
Got to know where Collins is, especially when the break is on. He runs the floor beautifully.
Young against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
I'll tell you, he doesn't get points away. Excellent job from the line.
Pass to Collins. Now the dish to Capella, and he comes up with the deuce.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Teardrop shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
A nice shot by Young.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
McCollum outside. Powell with it. Lillard with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. An even 3-on-3 break. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They grabbed their own miss. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 9 points.
Stretching the floor like few can. You have to stay connected to Trae at all times.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Collins.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Hunter kicks to Collins. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Lillard outside. And there's the pass to Covington. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Young in the corner. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's good.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo, overpowering the D and still finishing.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Kept the wire, Cantor, and finally they hit one.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Resch. Another three for Atlanta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Hurt. Portland making their last shot. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu, the pass to Reddish. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. And here's McCollum for 3. That one falls, coming up Anthony's feet.
But potent with and without the ball, McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Simons. And another 3 for Portland.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Pass to Reddish. Down low. Out to Gallinari for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Anthony, that's tipped. It's picked off. 4-on-3 break. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Count it. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. That quarter had to take a lot out of it. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the NFL.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what do you think about their performance?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the labs courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Dennis Cantor is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the officials call up for a 3-second violation. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Kevin Hurt. Here's Lillard, fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Collins with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Lillard from outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists now in the game. In the corner, Collins with it. It's stolen by Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table. So those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Young drives in, up and in on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard the pass to Collins. He kicks it to Carmelo. Ready by Bogdanovich.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Snell from outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They set Tony Snell up perfectly. He gets planted, and his mechanics do the rest.
Lillard against Young. A floater. It's good. And the Hawks lead back to just 9 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It's on Damian Lillard. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Collins. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Young gets to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 8.
I mean, he only attempted just 1 3-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Young. Up again. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Outside Collins. Here's Hunter. Another 3 for Atlanta. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu is checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. One and 9 left now here in the second. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Kanter. The offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good. Nurkic.
It took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
35 seconds left here in the second. Passes it to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. No good. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Strong drive by DeAndre Hunter. Excellent approach to the game mentally. Knows when to attack and when to defer.
So he gets them both. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard looking around. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 14 points.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 20 points and 2 assists. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. There's the double team with Covington. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
Atlanta leading by 4. And Young, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 22.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the basket by McCollum.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one had to stop him.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Young climbs in. Outside Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Six to shoot. Capella finds Collins. And the 3 off target. Portland's gone 5-9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Here's Lillard. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taking 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Lillard. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter in the way that he exploited. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Williams in the post. By Lillard. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Powell. I missed that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Gallinari outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Williams gets the bucket.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Covington passes to McCollum. High post shot. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gallinari dishes to Snell. Feeds to Capella. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Unloads from 13. The pass to Herter. From downtown. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum right side. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks leading by 4. Williams passes to Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And it's McCollum off the drop. And it goes down 2 points. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Atlanta calls timeout. Here's a Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. The Hawks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Williams dishes to Capella. The kick out to Williams. Misses the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Fairly strong. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And Herter gets it to go.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Simons. Pass to Carmelo. Portland moving the ball. Yep, it counts. Nurkic has got 7 points in the game.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
The shot by Williams, no good. Portland trailing here. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Covington trying to break free, and the basket by McCollum.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Snell kicks to Gallinari. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Gallinari's got 6 in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floor. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Norman Powell. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Portland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a three-point shot tonight. Pass to Nurkic. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That one drops for him. Bogdanovich has got his first basket.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Young against Lillard. Lock at 6. Carmelo throws it down.
You know, often we think of Payne as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Simons the pass to Lillard. Great look, but off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shots good from Young.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here is Lillard. Passes to Simons. Lillard outside. The pass to Pop. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and it's in there. Lillard's got 22.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Capella's checked in. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And that one is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hunter, no one around him. That's in. Coming off the assist from Young.
I like watching DeAndre Hunter take quick shots. He's getting into a rhythm.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. We're just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Good. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Lillard finds Covington. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey guys, all about hard work from this point on. That they've worked hard to create that high quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Capella. And the shot is won.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And the basket by McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. From deep, Collins on number 3 for Atlanta.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level. And good aggressive basketball metrics, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
That one goes in. Young's got 11 in the second half.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Young gets to Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. Doubled by McCollum. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. to Collins. It's over Powell. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Rebound by the Hawks. Cabela's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Collins. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andrew Covington picks one up.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Now timeout called by Portland. They're down by 9. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
Man, his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was getting a something.
If he can only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less.
Well, this is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Lillard misses, and so it's Atlanta with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Young, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
It's good. And that's now 37 points for Trae Young.
Yeah, they suck the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Shoots over Lillard. Trae Young again.
This is Young's role. He's out there to score and to score often.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for David All.